right here. Don't go away. Stay tuned for sports.
Man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap blocks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try to find your last opponent. Trying to find the answer before this life flashes past you. Blink of an eye, go ghost like a phantom. I'd rather imagine a whole block popping, toasting glasses. More life, no ashes to ashes. Live life fast with no crashes. You can picture that with no caption. Try to see the vision, no glasses. You can picture that with no cameras or flashes. You could just imagine. Still keep my hunger like fasting. Still keep a ghetto fab like putting money in the mattress.
We welcome you to sunny South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, you know it. It's special here in Miami with 3 decades of NBA basketball.
Ed, the legendary owner, Mickey Arison, has put everything into this storied franchise and will continue to do so.
3 championships won here in Miami. And tonight, another big matchup on EA Sports. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Dragic to Butler. Over to the right side. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Flushes it home. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Dragic to Butler. Here comes the screen. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Now a step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons into the front court. Down 2. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes
off the mark on his free throw. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Dragic. Lopez. Here comes the screen. To Dragic. Goran Dragic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Simmons. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. That's up, baby.
Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. To Lopez. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. One free throw counted. For 3, his first effort off the mark. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Lopez. And a nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Defense, let's go.
Simmons. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Coming. For his career, 80% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Match up, dogs. I got him. Let's go. Hey, double screen.
He gets it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
And hits the first free throw. Toronto has the basketball. Simmons. Bam Adebayo pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Come on, man. Need you to take the screen.
Oh, middle open. That's why you got your whole side to
To
yourself.
Dragic.
Whole side to yourself.
Goran Dragic. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Lowry to Simmons. Short jumper off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Simmons with it, trailing by 15. Dylan Brooks. Bam Adebayo sends it away. Bobby Portis snatching it out of the air. Screen coming. Can't connect. Here's a chance from long range. It's good for 3.
Ed, when somebody's destroying you with the fundamentals of the game, we call that a clinic.
Now to Dylan Brooks. Won't go down. And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big to Lowry. They get it down to Mitchell. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Dragic. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Mitchell with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen.
Right there.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the
you
ball
been in the
well,
gym,
but let me
huh?
tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
You got the screen right, screen right.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Heat have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers, the Miami Heat. The Raptors are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down a bundle. Mitchell. No good. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Screen coming. Simmons. Tosses. Flushes down the slam.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Mitchell with it up top. He'll run the offense. A big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Butler. Got it.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Kid Gilchrist matched up with Jimmy Butler. Got a piece of it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
And he missed the free throw. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dragic. to Lopez. Robin Lopez. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Shot from in close, no good. The drive, right to the back. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Simmons. Pascal Siakam. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Simmons. Not that time. To Dragic. To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Simmons rises for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Trying to cash in, just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Substitution.
Lowry to Dylan Brooks. Rebound taken by Olynyk.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Here comes the screen. Lowry. Count the basket at the rim.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play. Get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Number 10, Glenn Robinson.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Runner here won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. JaVale McGee sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Hey, watch the screen left.
4-3. He'll take that any day.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Serge Ibaka slams it down. And count the basket inside. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. This game well in control.
They took control early and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Lowry. Finish that. Probing the defense. And a put-back slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Lowry with it. His guys down big. Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Toronto with the basketball. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put it.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair.
Ball. Match up.
To Butler.
Here come left.
Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look.
Rebound.
The shot, almost. Simmons with it. Down a bundle. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Has a chance. Won't go. Jimmy Butler swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
From long range, had made his first couple, but he misses there. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now the Heat gonna use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Big lead.
Number 31, Bobby Portis.
Right.
Throws it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Toronto has the basketball. Simmons. Bam Adebayo, able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Five to shoot for Miami. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Simmons the rebound.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Jimmy Butler with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here comes the screen. Simmons. Can't connect. It's no good. To Dragic. Working hard on the glass. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Simmons to Powell. Pascal Siakam to Powell. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much.
7, Kyle Lowry. Subbing in for the Heat.
Fires the three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Close, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Simmons with it, looking to make something happen. And the finish, slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, I got ball.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
I got him.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The drive. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Pascal Siakam to Simmons. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Okay, now
Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 45.
Beyond the arc for three. And he hits.
everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Mitchell shot off the mark. The Heat with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat won this matchup with a significant margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Miami Heat. The Raptors are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun.
Game track. Assists.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Miami Heat. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Your boy QJB back with some more highlights of the one crazy athletic play today. Let's get right into it. Oh my, did you see that? Going up with that easy layup. They made that look simple. Maybe we'll see another crazy layup. Who knows when we're talking about the one? Your boy QJB signing out. Peace.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just give it one, just give it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just give it one, just give it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. See what? Teamwork made the dream work. 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 You wasn't around, down on my wall. Now every day I'll be counting it out. Screaming your name and they proud of you up. This only be down when you walk. They say I don't care. So that my chain, I feel like New Orleans. My whole family life will recall. The way that I ball, my name should be spotted. I gotta make sure the money keep calling. I said it, boy, y'all ballin'. Couple of things that I need to sharpen. So they let my stall. I sick of they body, no time for no problem. Got a few of your got a few.
EA Sports. It's in the game.